I'm sure it's nothing you don't like. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
Hey boys, what's going on? It's your boy Clazo here today, guys, and today I bring you day 3 of spoilers with Ancient Bonds. Now, the first card I bring to you today is a 3-mana artifact. This is for Songhai, and this card is called Bangle, a Blinding Strike. It's a weird card name. Basically, your general has celerity. Now, that's really awesome that they gave Songhai an artifact. I was not expecting that, or at least not something that gives your general celerity. I would figure you'd see this somewhere in like Magmar to give your general, or even Vitruvian with Saj. You know, I would not expect this in Songhai. Now, the fact that it is in Songhai, you might see this card played, not really in competitive decks. I don't think it'll probably be played more in meme decks, but this card with like Mask of Shadows is super deadly. This card with I think, what is it, Cyclone Mask, the one that gives your general range, would be pretty nice. And this card paired with that 2-mana spell in Songhai that gives your minion +2 attack and your general +2 attack. Right there, you're doing 8 damage with your general, so that's pretty awesome. Who knows, it could be the next biggest card in Songhai, but I highly doubt it. I think, you know, nobody really plays an aggressive general Songhai kind of build. That's just not a thing right now. You might see Gringer a lot in artifact Songhai decks. That would be pretty cool. Gringer could pull you something, you know, something really, really, really nice, and then you have this on top of it. So, you know, we could see that. But there's really not a lot to talk about the card, you know. Those right there, those 3 cards that I named are probably the 3 that are going to pair with it best. Mask of Shadows, what is it, Internal Blade, something like that, I forget the name of it, and then Grincher is probably going to pair well with this card depending on the RNG luck you have and the card it gives you. Now let's move on to our second card today. This card is pretty awesome. Obviously this card that I'm showing you right now, Bangle Blinding Strike, doesn't have, like, you know, animation here, which is why it's just Duelist in the background. But anyways, yeah, let me get that off your screen. Let me pull this guy up for you. Now this card, for some reason the pixel animation was not, it just doesn't work. I went to the Duelist site where they have all the animations and the you know, the previews of the cards, and it wasn't working on there either. But that's what he looks like in pixel form, so we'll just have it like that. Now this card I'm super excited for. This card's a 2-mana card. His name is Nocturne, some shit like that. He's an Arcanist, so there you go. We got our first Arcanist support. And he's a epic for Abyssian. He's a 2/2, and whenever you make Shadow Creep or a Wraithling, instead make both. Now, this works very well with both Lithi and Cassiva. This is pretty awesome. Can you imagine every time that you play like a Wraithling Swarm, you get 3 Wraithlings, you're getting 3 Shadow Creeps. Now, the Shadow Creeps, by what I've read, the Shadow Creeps spawn on the spot where the Wraithlings are. And to make a Wraithling you have to have the spot open. Like if you play cast, I think you have to kill something, the Wraithling spawns on top of it, and that's how that kind of works. That could also block like anything that has any kind of spawn ability, so it kind of counters that. Anything with like a Dying Wish spawn ability or kind of egg or something like that. So keep that in mind. That's what I read so far. It could be wrong, but I think that came from Thanatos that said that. But yeah, this card is really cool. We're gonna see this card in a lot of decks. This with what's that 4-mana Abyssian card is so good, so good. Well, it's gonna be good now. Shadow Nova used to be deadly back in the day. Now Shadow Nova with this, you're getting 4 creep spots and 4 Wraithlings. That is nuts. That's nuts. This card is a card you're gonna have to watch out for. Definitely if you play this card and then like next turn play like a Vorpal Reaver, and somehow your Vorpal Reaver dies, you're getting 12 Wraithlings. 12 Wraithlings. That's nuts. Same thing if you're playing like Klaxon and he dies and you get 12 Shadow Creep spots. That's going to be crazy. So this is definitely going to be a I think this is going to be a new staple in Songhai, or not Songhai, Abyssian. I'm sorry. I think we're going to see this card a lot. I could be wrong, but, you know, Abyssian needed a very good 2-mana minion. I mean, right now they don't really have much. If you go to Abyssian, like if I go Abyssian now, who do we have that's 2-mana that people use? You know, there's Gloom Chaser and Swarm decks. You got Ooze in Cassiva decks, and that's really it. And sometimes you even see Ooze in Swarm decks just because he's so strong. So this card is exactly what Abyssian needed. They need some 2-mana support minions, and this gives you, you know, everything. And this works for both Cassiva and Lithi. So I can expect some pretty dank memes with this card. Definitely keep the mindset that is also an Arcanist. So you could see maybe an Arcanist kind of a Caster Lithy deck. I doubt it. I doubt people are going to do that. They're probably going to just abuse his ability and not worry about his tribal. But who knows? We could see some pretty cool Arcanist cards come out. So far, we've seen 2 Golems and 1 Arcanist. So I'm very excited. And then Ghoulie, which is everything. But really, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys think of any other pretty cool combos, post them down below so everyone can see. I know I probably didn't name them all. But I think Wraithling Swarm and Shadow Nova are probably the 2 really nice ones that you can get really quick. But as always, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm your boy Clazo. I hope you guys keep on dueling, and I will see you guys next time.